The long-awaited EU4 Ante Bellum 1.9 Blood and Iron update is just around the corner, with the final release date being the 8th of July. Today I will be showing you new content introduced for Lotharingia. Believe me, the update is massive. There's completely new mission tree, new events, government reforms, new Paladin units. These guys are absolute juggernauts, absorbing all kinds of damage and just so much more. So continue watching and you'll see for yourself how polished this nation now is. If I would have to evaluate the quality of it, I would say it's just something that you could expect to see in an actual EU4 DLC. So there it is, guys. Updated in Blood and Iron, we will have 202 development, amazing ruler, some really good ideas including 15% infantry combat ability, advisor cost reduction, morale of armies plus 15%. We also have idea cost reduction, colonists and global settler increase. That's right, you can also go colonial with this nation pretty easily because there is a branch that even helps you colonize in the mission tree. Core creation cost minus 15%, and top it off we have artillery fire plus 1 as well. Let's go ahead and begin this run. And this is our starting situation. We start as a feudal nobility, 25% more income from vassals. This is really helpful because we will have a ton of vassals in this run. Our ruler always has the same traits: aggressive expansion, impact reduction, as well as +1 diplo reputation. Very helpful in the start. This is the updated Lotharingia's mission tree. As you can see, it's quite insane. You have a lot of stuff to do here. As I said in the beginning, there are some colonial missions, such as increase the colonial effort. By completing this, you need to either have exploration ideas or expansion ideas finished, and you can get an explorer and a 30 global settler increase bonus. And there are some permanent modifiers, such as by completing overseas administration you can get reduced liberty desire on other continents, and if you go all the way with the colonial campaign you can complete American hegemony and get +1 colonists until the end of the game, as well as triple chance of getting colonist advisor, which grants 10 additional global settler increase. Our first mission, prepare for war, requires us to increase our army, get a general, and we can get permaclaims on Francia, which is going to be our main rival in this game. 10% morale of armies for 20 years, as well as if we complete the secondary objective and Francia has the Frankish succession crisis disaster, we also receive for 10 years 20% siege ability. We will definitely be doing this one as well. Now the biggest problem at the start is that we start outside the HRE, so we need to enter it and we cannot naturally do so because we are simply too large. So there is one way: we can just simply ally some of these electors and have them vote for us and become the emperor. But in the mission tree there is also another way. If we complete the Empire's Downfall mission, there is this new Imperial incident called Imperial Entrance, and it allows us to enter the Empire by having some of these nations vote for us. Now this mission requires us to have this quite large portion that is owned by Francia. And if we conquer all of these provinces, it's a lot of aggressive expansion because they're so highly developed. So what I like to do at the start is go to the diplomacy view, create a subject, and we will release Champagne. This vassal is very important because they have most of the cores on these provinces that we need. So we will need just to take Paris and a couple more provinces to complete the mission. Now let's go over to our estates, summon the diet. We want to go for the nobility option always because one of the missions requires us to have 4 of these agendas completed. Then we're gonna grant +1 mana points for all of the estates. Religious diplomats, then we also can go for institutionalized clergy because every 20 years with this we can take additional 15 papal influence. And it's quite important to become the career controller to get 20% aggressive expansion impact reduction. For nobility we're gonna grant supremacy over the crown. Let's also take nobility officer rights for a general. And there is a new privilege called Frankish Unity. This gives provinces in French, Latin and East Germanic culture groups unaccepted culture modifier negated. So we don't need to spend diplo points, we don't need to spend our promoted culture slots, and we can have the same effect. This does require us to complete the mission Imperial Restoration, so maybe later on we can complete it and take this privilege too. But for now let's go for indebted to the burgher loans, promote burghers bookkeeping, and because most of our income in early game is from taxation, we're also gonna take financial demand. For now, this is gonna be it. We can seize lands. Since we have so much money, it's time to take some advisors. For military, definitely we can go with discipline. And in Ante Bellum, there are different types of advisors. You can get cavalry combat ability, you can get siege ability. So if you get those as level 1, it's also okay to take them. Now for Diplo, we want to get aggressive expansion reduction advisor, so I'm gonna try and reroll this guy, but if we don't succeed, I might take this diplo reputation. For admin, let's take this cheaper level 2 stability cost modifier advisor. Let's go over to our national decisions, get this general, get 15 papal influence, and we can start investing it right away. Also, let's purchase indulgence to get more papal points. And more about the national decisions, as you can see, Lotharingia from the very get-go can form different nations, such as Middle Francia. I believe this one was introduced in Blood and Iron. Then you also have West Rome. You can proclaim the Latin Empire. So there's many different ways on how you can play Lotharingia. We also start with 5% army professionalism, so we don't want to recruit mercenaries and just simply lose it. We're gonna go ahead and slacken recruiting standards and just hire regular units up to our force limit. Oh my god, this general that we got, actual Giga Chad. I love that. Let's also get additional one for our second army. Hey, pretty good, pretty good. So now it's time to get some alliances. We can ally Cologne. They're only rivaling 3 year, which is also an elector. That is fine. Lombardy rivals us. I usually like to get them as an ally. They're quite strong. They have a lot of provinces. Good ally to have, but unfortunately we'll have to search for different options. We can go with Saxony for sure. And let's also grab Styria. Now, do we go for mines? This will put us above our relation slots, but I think we might need it because all of these nations currently are back in Bavaria. Yeah, let's do it. Let's select our rivals. Definitely Francia, Upper Burgundy, and I guess since Lombardy rivaled us, we can just rival them back. Why not? I'm gonna start building spy network on Francia so we can have faster sieges versus them, and in the meantime we can also improve relations with our allies or just simply any electors. Yeah, so unfortunately I did not get this aggressive expansion impact reduction advisor. Let's just go for diplo reputation, that's fine. Now, because we have 3 electors backing us to become the emperor, we can complete influence the electors mission, and this grants subjugation casus belli on Swabia. Quite a good one, but we're not gonna attack Swabia just yet, so I'm just gonna keep this for now. And actually, if we go into dynasty map mode, we have the same dynasty as Swabia, so there is a chance that we could just naturally get a personal union over them. Let's go ahead and boost our stability once. I'm also gonna take a couple of additional privileges. Admin advisor cost, the same one for burghers, and for nobility I won't take it because our influence is already quite high, so let's just keep it as low as possible. I'm not really interested in subjugating Luxembourg, at least for now, so I think it's worth it. Even though it does increase the influence, we're gonna take right for diet call. And we're gonna click this and automatically complete the agenda just because we need to complete 4 of these agendas and it might take a long time to do so. And this additional diplo reputation actually quite helpful. Okay, there it is, boys. We just needed to wait a little bit and the Frankish succession crisis has started. This means Francia is losing 2 stability, nearly 30,000 rebels are spawning in their nation, and if they lose Paris to the rebels, they will abdicate Lothar III, their current ruler. That would be just perfect. Of course, it is really RNG if this is gonna happen, and it might take a long time for this guy to die and us to get elected as the emperor. But despite of that, we're gonna go ahead and complete our first mission and we're gonna start this war up. So they are allied with Holland and Navarre. Navarre is actually quite annoying because they're all the way down here in Iberia. Might not be able to even fight them, but we can definitely try and get Holland out of the war first. Reconquest and let's roll. Now, we only have 27,000 soldiers, so we might need to hire some mercenaries a bit later on. I'm not doing so just yet because it will be quite expensive to go over our force limit. Now, what about the navy? Maybe let's get start building at least a couple more galleys. So because Bohemia had the event Return of the Hussites, we also unlocked Return of the Hussites mission, and we can get another restoration on Union Casus Belli for 25 years. I mean, when we control most of Francia and we don't have much to do, we can definitely complete these missions and start up some additional wars, but for now, there's just no need. Not gonna lie, this is quite annoying that they're sieging our forts and they're getting faster progress even though they have only 1 pip here, no pips for this one. Oh my god, this is bad. Let's try and protect our forts. Oh crap, +1 stability or 20 papal influence. I mean, yeah, sure, let's go for stability. Let's see, 8,000 down. Okay, that's good news. And oh my god, he's walking away. This guy, bro, just left the soldiers to die. If we could get this 6,000 off here, that would be just perfect, boys. I mean, we might as well try. He will probably protect him. but we can do some damage, or at least try to. I mean, he's running away with this army once again. The only problem is that he might be going for my 2000, and we might lose those 2000. But let's see what happens. Yeah, so we beat this army. I don't think we can stop him. This is quite nasty. Okay. We got him on the fort. Wait, we can get back some morale, and then we can strike him. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we're losing this battle. That's not good. Retreat, boys. Wait, where's the rebels? Did he already kill all of them? Holy crap, bro. At the very least, we got Holland out of the war. And because we have that 20% siege ability bonus as well as quite high spy network, we should be able to just siege race him now. So I'm trying to siege down 2 of his 4... Okay. Apparently he does not like that idea. He's coming back. We should get him. Yes, that's right. Come at me, boy. We don't care about your 7,000. And at this point, we definitely need some mercs. I'm just gonna get Grand Company, and I'm gonna consolidate these troops because we're running on a quite low manpower at this point. The best thing about this war is that even though he has 4 different appanages, all of them are completely disloyal, so they're not participating in the war. We don't need to kill their armies, don't need to siege their forts, just completely ignore them. That's not too bad of an heir, to be honest. He's kinda decent. Apparently, the rebels are still alive. Well, they did get 1 fort. I guess that's good news that we also have their help with this. Oh crap, Navarro's on low. Did not even notice. Alright, that's good, 70%. Another stability event. Are you kidding me? Plus 3 stability. Oh my god, this is beautiful. We can definitely just steal his progress on the siege now. Thank you so much, my boy. Minus 7% instantly. Now that's a big stack of rebels. Is 82% enough? Because I would love to finish this war now. Yeah, it's enough. Let's go, boys. We're also getting 330 ducats. And because this was a reconquest and we're only taking 2 provinces directly for ourselves, there is no coalition. Massive war for us. These rebels should be leaving our provinces now. Yes, that's right. So we don't even need to fight them. So now, boys, if you get really lucky and you do become the emperor during the war, let's say, you can have different rewards here. But in my case, since I am not the emperor yet, we're gonna start this Imperial incident. Now we wait, and we need these guys to vote for us. But wait, there's more. Turn the tide. Remember when I said that all of his appanages were disloyal? Now check this out. Every subject country of Francia in the France region with at least 50 liberty desire will become our vassal. So this is like essentially that mission that Burgundy has in the base game, but you can complete this way sooner. You also get permaclaim on entire France region, liberty desire from subjects development, and nobility loyalty equilibrium bonuses for 20 years. Check this out, boys. We have all of these vassals, and no worries that they have 100% liberty desire currently, because we also have 15-year truces with them, so we can use these 15 years to grow, to improve relations, and we will have all of these vassals for free, and they will be loyal. Oh, looks like we can get this province from Champagne by losing 70 opinion. That's fine, let's take it. And it is now time to summon the diet once more. We're gonna go for, okay, not the nobility option this time, because we would not be able to get 50% manpower before we start our next war. In this case, let's just go for burghers this time. We can complete this one right away. I'm just gonna develop this 2 times. There we go. Seize lands, and after this we can start another war, and this time I will be going for Normandy. What is this? 50 admin. Hey, I do want to get additional papal influence. Let's take this. Let's just go for yearly papal influence this time and invest these points to become the Curia controller possibly. We also have level 4 military technology now, so this war is gonna be pretty damn easy. Whoa, Swabia is out here inheriting a bunch of different nations. Yes, we have succeeded. We are now in the empire, and really now what we need to do is just wait for Francia's ruler to pass away. Yep, everybody's voting for us. We're definitely the next emperor. I knew I forgot something. We need to take strong duchies because we're losing so much diplo points. After we become the emperor, I'm definitely gonna get rid of a couple more alliances. So for this next agenda, we just need to build a fort in Artois, so we can definitely begin doing this. And now Asturias, I will just white piece. What we could do is take one of their provinces and let's say release Navarra or release Castile. But I'm not really interested in these provinces right now, and I don't want to have even more vassals because of our diplo relation slots. So this we can leave for later. Now let's just get the hell out of here. And we can annex Normandy, but before annexing them, what we want to do is get a different advisor. We're gonna try to reroll this guy. Yep, there he is. Aggressive expansion, impact reduction. Just what we needed. So now the coalition is smaller. I guess we can continue improving the relations just for a little bit and remove a few more nations. Everyone's loyal. Just how I like it, man. This is nice to see. And the war exhaustion now is growing way too fast, so it's time to get done with this. That's fine. We will continue improving relations and eventually the coalition will be gone. Yo, can this guy just die? 56 years old. Come on, bro. It's time. Anyway, since we won't be participating in any wars for a while, we might as well reduce our autonomy in all of the provinces where it has increased through the years. We now have 20% crown lands too, so the debuffs are not that annoying anymore. And this temple alone, 0.36 ducats. Definitely gonna build this one. Speaking of this province, which is our capital, it has an insane monument. +1 diplo rep, 20% improved relations, Imperial authority modifier plus 0.10, and every time we upgrade this, it reduces aggressive expansion impact by 10% for 20 years each. I guess that is pretty damn good for a monument. Although we definitely gotta delete some forts. We don't want to have all of these farmland forts, so the one on Artois, one that we just built, has to go. We just did it for the agenda. And probably both of these forts will go once the devastation is gone, because it is now reduced at 10 times the rate when there is a fort in that surrounding area. We're earning almost 6 ducats now. So much money is coming in from the vassals. And we have access to our second tier government reform. Now there's a couple good ones, including professionalized Flemish pikemen, land force limit modifier plus 10% and shock damage received -5, but I want to go for this one. Advisor cost reduction, and most importantly, we are getting nobility max privileges. I feel like we will definitely need it. We already have 5 privileges and we'll need to take annexation policy and at some point even Frankish unity. Oh crap, the court of Frederick III. We can lose 2 stability and 15 legitimacy, and Swabian becomes the new primary culture, or we can get 10 prestige. Now our current culture, well, it's Burgundian, and it's in the French group. It seems like a no-brainer to just go with 10 prestige, but what it does, us becoming Swabian would be very beneficial for the reforms, because we are getting a negative modifier if we are not East Germanic. So we can remove this modifier simply by switching to Swabian. Let's go. 2 stability, that's fine. And we should be able to complete one more agenda. That's right, we just need to wait a little bit until we can change our edict to development and we can get more development in Metz. Oh shit, no, this is not good. There we go. We have 3 agendas done. So essentially we have the most annoying requirement done for Order of the Golden Fleece. There is also Chivalry is Not Dead, which requires 4 agendas from nobility, so we actually have to complete one more. It's again not an easy one to complete, because we most likely will go into a war until we have 75%. Once again, I'm gonna skip this one. Champion of the New Joust. I have been getting this event so frequently lately, but honestly, do we need a strong general? We have 5 shock on this guy. I don't want to lose the legitimacy. You know what? Screw that, man. It's important to keep high legitimacy if you're going for an HRE run, because it also grants Diplo reputation. Yeah, we can take Diplo level 5 a bit ahead of time, or without having the Renaissance, because we're getting more innovativeness, so I think it's worth it. Just as I was boasting that we have a 5 shock general, he died. Of course he did. Okay, we dissolved the coalition. Perfect. 61, this guy. He just wants to live forever, doesn't he? And now we have Renaissance in Bruges. So it's gonna spread in this area quite damn quickly. Alright, that's cool. We might be able to embrace it without even having it in our capital. How is this looking? Yeah, it's still gonna take a lot of time. No luck whatsoever. Of course we didn't get the Korea controller status. I do want to start unlocking our ideas. So what I'm gonna do is take a couple of loans. We can go ahead and embrace Renaissance for 400 ducats. We can take level 5 admin. And the first idea group, we will be going for influence ideas. So the first one is gonna be amazing because we're getting 25% additional income from vassals. Together with our first government reform, it's 50% now. We're making bank from these little guys. Oh, monopoly company formed, 400 ducats. We can use this money to just repay our loans right away. That's amazing. Now what would be amazing is Francia's ruler dying. Like, come on bro, 64 years old. Like, I'm getting seriously unlucky in this run. I did a small trial run for Lotharingia and the guy died when he was like 48 or something. This is just insane. Yes, boys, yes, here we go. Finally, after years of waiting, we are the H3 Emperor. And this guy got 49 Imperial authority. Okay, so here we go. There's gonna be Imperial incident, but wait, I'm not gonna click it just yet. This is actually insane timing because we can right away pass the first reform. Now I'm gonna click this. So this is Fate of Francia. New Imperial Diet to deliberate on the expulsion of Francia. Check this out, guys. With the Carolingian dynasty dethroned from the position of H3 Emperor, the Emperor has called the Imperial Diet to discuss the future of Frankish Kingdom and the Empire. And what this means is that we can expel Francia from HRE. Yeah, his vassals would remain in the Empire, but he doesn't have any vassals anymore. The most important thing about this is that they will have the choice to start a war against us and basically dispute our decision, or we can allow them to stay in the Empire. They would gain some insane modifiers until the end of the game, such as reasons to elect plus 30 and Imperial authority growth, but this way we also lose Imperial authority, and if we choose this we gain almost 11. Of course, we're gonna stick with the first option. This is gonna be amazing, and what we want to happen is definitely for them to declare a war on us. Now, what's the aggressive expansion looking like? Some of these nations have -10, -15 because a lot of years have passed. So this mission is really good because it reduces the aggressive expansion with all countries in H3 by 20. Also gives a really good statesman level 3, 65% cheaper, and Imperial authority growth. But I'm not gonna click it just yet because of our current aggressive expansion. Once we do like one more war, take more provinces, then we can click it and instantly most of the nations won't care about our conquest. That's it, boys. We have expelled these bastards and they did declare this war. So what we need to do is win the war and enforce our demands by using the Assert Imperial Authority Peace option. This will give us maximum prestige, maximum legitimacy, and an insane modifier until the end of the game, plus 40% Imperial Authority growth, as well as 10 reasons to elect. So we need to get 70% war score. Now, I was keeping this. I'm gonna go ahead and increase our mill level to 6 now. My plan was to basically give him more incentive to declare on us since we were level 5. He is still level 5 himself, 29,000 units. We should be able to demolish him. Now, there's only one nation, there's Francia. But something is special about this war and some other nations can also join. So I will try to show you this window a bit later because I believe there will be multiple nations joining in. Yeah, there's tons of nations now. And if I would have to guess, these might have been the nations that voted for the second option. Let's also go ahead and take our second influence idea now. I think we might need something like the 3 Swiss guards to help us out with the discipline and 6 shock general. This one's gonna be amazing. Oh god, he's destroying. Oh no, we lost basically our whole navy. Okay, bro. You're gonna pay for this. Now, for the time being, I'm also gonna recruit Imperial Authority growth plus 10% advisor. This is gonna be massive for us to grow the Imperial Authority. And once we are done with the war, might switch him up for something else. Plus 1 stability. Hey, let's go. Now, can we fight this dude? Yes, we can. We caught him. Nowhere to run now. This is gonna be a massive battle if we can catch these guys. Oh, they're quick. Just gonna start to piece out these nations one by one. Just take white piece if possible even war reparations. Let's take level 6 admin too. Yeah, we got like 3 nations out, so good progress. Our allies are doing massive work for us. Oh, that's really good. Plus 50 opinion for so many different nations. Awesome, let's go. We gotta restore our navy at the same time. Let's build some transports, some galleys. Yep, alright, we have the third influence idea completed, so after the war we can start integrating some vassals too. Now we can also piece out Liège. There's just a couple more nations left. We are looking good right here. Alright, that's it, we're done. So what we're taking is assert imperial authority, of course. I'm taking 2 additional provinces. One of them is gonna be used to release Brittany. And that's it. Let's get out of here, boys. We have amazing modifiers until the end of the game. Victory for the Emperor. Let's go. Now, let's go ahead and release our new vassal, Brittany. I'm gonna start annexing Nevers, and also we can annex Champagne. Seize lands, and we have 30% crown lands now, which is amazing. And we're getting a lot of imperial authority now. Now just let's not forget to get the nobility integration policy. Yeah, so after we annex, well, most of our vassals, let's say Champagne, Nevers, Bourbonnais, and Toulouse, we will have a lot of provinces. We need 35 provinces in the France region to complete control West Francia area. This is one of the most insane missions because it gives course on the remainder of France region. So just get 35 provinces and the rest you can take with basically no aggressive expansion. And this is a really good event. 100 admin points. Let's go, bro. Oh, I so wish I had a good navy. This guy has 38 ships. No one would be joining the war. Just cannot afford to do so because we don't have a navy. It got destroyed during the last war. It's really annoying. Yep, after those annexations we're starting to look nice. And now the truce with Upper Burgundy is expiring shortly. 3 more years left. So this might be our next war. What's the aggressive expansion looking like? We don't have much aggressive expansion left. Hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to complete some of these missions that we had done quite a long time ago, such as influence the electors. We can just simply go and subjugate Swabia. Okay, so I didn't notice that I had an alliance with Upper Burgundy, so we also got brought into that, and we will have to reset the truce for 5 years. It's okay. Not the worst thing that could have happened for us. I wonder what kind of general we can get for 60 tradition now. I hope he's decent. Trash. What a trash, bro. At least we're wiping these dudes left and right. Oh, no way now. Lower Burgundy declared on Upper Burgundy. That's not the best thing that could have happened for us, but okay. Damn, okay, so Emperor is dead. This is plus 10 Imperial Authority, which is not bad, but we're already at 50, and after this war, lots of nations will hate us. So I'm not sure if this was good timing. Maybe I shouldn't have started the war considering our ruler was really old already. I guess we'll see. Maybe it will take more time for us to pass the second reform. How much aggressive expansion is this gonna be? 62. Of course, we're gonna reduce it by 20. But the relations is the thing that will be really hurt. We're gonna, of course, also take this advisor, so maybe it's not gonna be as bad. Oh, yes, we're getting another 10% aggressive expansion impact reduction from our first bonus from Age of Discovery. Now, unfortunately, Lotharingia is not in this list that gets unique bonuses, but I forget it. Maybe it's available in the next age. Well, this is gonna be massive. Since we're unlocking the 4th influence idea, we're getting additional Diplo relation slot, 1+ Diplo reputation, and imperial authority growth from our national ideas. And it's gonna take a while until we can get our second idea group, so what I'm gonna do is start spending our mill points. We can develop some provinces with these points. Only 21 points to develop this province, which is already at 8. That's pretty damn good. Okay, so it's time. We're taking the advisor. How is this looking? This coalition now is super small. Like, what are we talking about? This is no problem whatsoever, right? Because we're also going to click Imperator Romanorum and lose 20 aggressive expansion. Imperial growth is going to be amazing. No one cares. Alright, problem solved. We have Swabia, let's go. Yeah, we will just also need to own Augsburg and Constance so we can complete Claim Swabia mission. 16 princes are in favor of the reform and 50 are against. And yes, this is mainly because of the opinion. So it's time to just chill and improve relations until we can pass that reform. Now we're gonna need an improved relations advisor, so it's time to start rerolling. Here we go, here he is. Another government reform. This one sounds cool. State maintenance -10% and yearly corruption -0.10. So every time you're overextended, this is kind of helpful to save money. State captains is amazing. Monthly autonomy change and state governing cost. But since we're kind of going for this diplomatic kind of run with lots of vassals, representatives of the crown is going to be amazing for us. If we could upgrade 2 more centers of trade, we could start our golden era. So this needs 1 development. Here we go, level 2. And we also have this one. 2 more development in here. Just need a little bit of cash. Boom, here we go. Papal state as a papal controller. Dude, do we just give up? Like, I've invested more than 100 papal influence over all this time. I could have gotten like diplomatic annexation, saved a lot of points, could have gotten morale of armies or improved relations. This really sucks. Like, one last time I will try to invest. But here we go. We're starting our golden era now. So pretty soon we're gonna unlock level 7 admin, and it's gonna be much easier for us to unlock 2 idea sets at the same time. This might have been easier than I thought. We should be able to complete this by simply getting this Diplo Rep guy. Hey, here we go. Only wasted like 4 Imperial Authority. That's completely fine. Now, this truce is expiring 1482. We still have a lot of time. So maybe Upper Burgundy in the meantime. First, I want to see what kind of stuff they will lose to Lower Burgundy. Now that I think about it, we could have spent these remaining points that we wasted on simply getting more relations with nations by bestowing Imperial Grace. Yeah, so next time, if I will be above 50 points, I'll just use this function. Kind of forgot it existed. Alright, it's time. So we're gonna take level 7 admin a bit ahead of time, and we're gonna unlock our second idea group. Now, I never went for professional ideas in Ante Bellum yet, so I kind of want to try this one. And another thing that makes me want to pick this is the policy. 20% additional diplomatic annexation cost reduction. This is huge. Let's take this. The ideas themselves are actually pretty good. Army drill gain modifier, leader cost minus 10%, then we have yearly army tradition, recruitment time minus 30%, we have leaders without upkeep, morale of armies, and even artillery damage from back row plus 15%. Pretty damn good set. And apparently Upper Burgundy is a total giga chat because he's surviving this war, he's not losing anything. So we're gonna go ahead and start up this war ourselves. Oh hell no, I'm not giving no course to Swabia. What bro? Okay, so let's go. We want to take all the provinces in Eastern Burgundy and Upper Burgundy and leave them with 2 provinces in Romandy area because this is not a part of the French region. Oh my god, we're amazingly lucky right now. Additional 100 points. We're getting morale of armies plus 15% because we have enough ideas unlocked. And we're about to finish this war too. Just need to get this fort in Intel. Okay, Upper Burgundy. You're going wild. They just took a massive chunk of Lower Burgundy. So this is massive aggressive expansion, and it might have been a better idea to just wait a few more years and start a reconquest versus Francia. We probably could have gotten the 35 provinces that we need this way. We currently own 22 and we're gonna still annex quite a few vassals. But once again, we're just gonna go ahead and take... well, we don't have it now. We need to re-roll a few times to get our advisor. There he is, aggressive expansion impact advisor. And again, it's not as bad as it looked before. So we're just gonna take all of this, all his money, and please, warps, we are done here. Once again, just concentrate development, and let's see if we can complete that mission. Yes, claim Upper Burgundy. Burma claims on a bunch of areas, 100 Diplo points, yearly prestige and legitimacy. Let's go ahead and also sell titles since we have quite a bit of crownland that we can spare. Let's repay our loans. Actually, we can just go ahead and repay all of them. So now we're gonna have 27 cores, which means we need just 8 more. Honestly, because all of this is gonna become our cores, this is 3 more provinces from Bourbonnais and 4 provinces from Toulouse. If we just go ahead and annex all of them right now, then next war we don't need to give these provinces back to the vassals. We can just simply take everything directly. Might be the best idea, so let's just go ahead and get this 10% Diplo annexation cost reduction, and I'm gonna start annexing all 3 of them. Boom, son. Now let's just speed this up by getting additional Diplo reputation. And the Lugia is absolutely crazy. They actually took a province out of Lower Burgundy. Can you believe this crap? This guy needs to be stopped. Holy crap. He's allied with England and Tunis. Now, our vassals do have claims on their provinces, but honestly, not that big of a deal. I guess here we go, guys. We have finished scoring our provinces that we took from Upper Burgundy. So we have the event The West Has Fallen, and we're gaining cores on whole French region. Now, let's see. This empowers our Europa Universalis Imperii national idea by additional 10% core creation cost. So this is this one. It's going to be 25% core creation cost reduction. If we would complete this mission as Middle Francia or the Frankish Empire, we would instead gain a modifier with the same bonus. So it's probably best to form a Middle Francia or Frankish Empire before clicking this mission, but it does take a long time to do so because you need some specific provinces which are scattered all over Europe. Okay, I'm happy with this. We're also gaining recruitment of Paladin regiments. There we go. 5% discipline until the death of our ruler, so that's gonna be quite useful as well. Let's check out these Paladins, boys. We have 10 of them. Fire damage received, shock damage received, and morale damage received minus 25%. So these guys are the juggernauts in this game. I'm gonna get 10 of them. Yeah, so I hope there's gonna be some stuff left for us to take after Andalusia takes the rest of this. But even if they do, we will still have these cores, so we can use them to fight Andalusia later. I probably did not explain this yet, but there is something about demand on lawful territory. We cannot demand it from imperial princes that supported us in the war for the fate of Francia. So that was the first war when they declared on us. For 60 years, we won't be able to do so, so this might cause some problems. We might get less imperial authority this way, because some of these nations will simply get annexed and we cannot do nothing about it. Oh my goodness. Andalusia, you absolute bastards. But hey, wait, this might be actually good. I don't want to fight England and Tunis together with Andalusia. So realistically, what we can do is start a war versus Brittany, which is currently protected by them. Go for this reconquest and just break Andalusia's alliances. This sounds about right. You know what? Let's declare now. I'm gonna need a few more soldiers, and I'm gonna use one of these stacks to just go ahead and full annex Brittany real quick. How many soldiers does this guy? Oh, 65,000. We might need all of our stacks, so let's just go full focus Brittany first. He only has 95 discipline. That is a big difference from us. I think we're gonna cook this guy. So our heir is about to die. That's fine. Let's select the second option. He doesn't have good stats. What I wanted to do is abdicate our ruler as soon as the heir is of age, so we could gain additional 10 imperial authority. But maybe we can get something with better stats. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go. Yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is amazing. Prepare to die, Andalusians. You made a big mistake by splitting your army. Hey, don't escape, bruh. Come back here. That's right. We need like 6 more army tradition and we can complete 1 more mission too, so maybe we can do it this war. Wow, that was quick. This guy occupied our fort in like a matter of seconds. Stop running around, bruh. Come over here. Just want to have a chat with you. It's kind of a problem that we don't have forts in the lower French area here. We probably need to build one in highlands over here. Or this one in the mountains. Because this guy just keeps running around, so yeah, this will be probably useful in our future wars. Well, that was nice. We just wiped like 28,000 soldiers or something like that. Oh boy, you might not be able to escape this one. Gotcha, dude. Nice, exactly 60 army tradition. Quickly, let's complete this mission. We're getting 10 more. Additional nobility max privilege and upgrades primacy of the nobility noble's estate by making it no longer give a -5 max absolutism. So we can have 8 nobility privileges now. That's insane. Level 7 military as well. Speaking of it, how many soldiers this guy has left? 17,000. Okay, he's doomed. That's it, bro. You played around, now time to face the consequences. And we need to get some cannons now as well, since we are level 7, so I'm gonna build quite a few of those. Morale of armies, please, gonna be useful. And we have maximum admin points. Alright, so let's at least reduce some inflation with this. And once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and start developing the lowest costing provinces, such as this one. Now let's just go ahead and assault some of these forts. Boom. Nearly done. I just want to get a little bit more war score so we can also take the maximum cash from him. Yep, that's it. We're done. Almost 2,000 ducats. War reparations as well, and I'm breaking his alliances with England and Tunis. So next time we attack them, which is going to be around 1496, they should be weak. Unless they ally someone else, but we should be good. 2,000 ducats is definitely quite a nice donation from them. I'm gonna right away use it to get rid of all of our loans, and I'm gonna take a new indebted to the burgher loans. Now what we can do is start upgrading our great project in Metz. So the next stage doesn't give the imperial authority, but we'll need to work on getting the last one so we can finally get it. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and just full annex Brittany now. There's no aggressive expansion from this. And let's see if we can work towards Francia. They have free alliances. No units, free alliances. Yeah, that does seem quite easy. Oh crap, I didn't even realize we completed Challenge the Caliphate. If we complete this mission while Andalusia is a rival or enemy, the duration of this modifier will be doubled. So we're getting for 20 years, morale damage plus 10%, manpower recovery speed, And perma claims on every unowned Christian province in Iberia. Okay, that's cool. We're also done with the rebellious duchies. All provinces in Brittany and Normandy areas are ours, so we can get +1 base manpower and tax in Brittany and Normandy areas, as well as monthly autonomy change and a harsh treatment cost. Okay, so for this one you just need to grow our nobility loyalty to 80. We can just sell titles, right? Yeah, here we go. Wonder what this does. The long may it continue. Lotharingia gets court patronage until the end of the game. Prestige decay -2%. Prestige from land battles +50%. And permanent 25 power projection. That's not too bad at all. Oh, we gotta go for additional innovativeness before we lose this. Okay. This helps because we're getting additional governing capacity, and I've realized that we're very close to passing the third government reform. So we're gonna first pass this, and then we can continue our wars. We should be just fine because we have lots of princes supporting this decision. I have also started building some marketplaces because we need those for one specific mission, and it is this one, Crossroads of European Trade. We need 10 of them, and later on we also need to start building workshops, and this whole path leads to some insane modifiers like this one, 10% goods produced modifier until the end of the game. And every owned province with a furnace will gain free bonus diplo development, so you can have like tons of furnaces once it's actually available and get a lot of dev this way. Right, we also have our influence ideas completed, and there we go. Third reform is passed, so we can go ahead and go into some new wars. Look at this reconquest, man. I'm probably gonna full annex him, to be honest. Like, just die, bro. Just die. No, we cannot fully annex him just yet. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with this peace deal then. Leave him with 3 provinces. That's cool. Next war, we can take him down. And all of these are our cores already, so we don't need to do crap. And guys, I've decided to finish the video right here because it might just get way too long. So I hope you got a good idea on how powerful Lotharingia is in 1.9 Ante Bellum Blood and Iron. In 1490 we managed to pass 3 reforms for the HRE. We are also the first greatest power with nearly 800 development. The economy is super strong. We consolidated nearly the whole French region, and the remaining provinces are our cores, so we can take them easily. We have influence and professional ideas. These two work amazingly. Especially it will be useful once we complete professional ideas, because we will be able to get 20% diplo annexation cost policy. So with this policy, what we can do is, well, our next wars will probably be in Iberia, so we can release a bunch of vassals here, such as Catalonia. We have Aragon, Asturias with tons of course. Basically the whole northern part of Iberia has different nations that can be released. So in a golden era you get 10% diplo annexation cost reduction. You have 25% here, you have 20% from the policy, and you can take additional 10% from papacy. So this is a total of 65% diplo annexation cost reduction. Not too bad, I would say. Paladins. These guys are, as I said multiple times in this video, total juggernauts. Like, the battles have been the easiest part of this run. There's just no nation that could potentially beat our armies. And when you're the H3 Emperor, you have pretty much unlimited manpower, so you can run insanely large armies. By 1500s, we can have an army up to 100 units. And comfortably, because we have so much money. These reforms basically can be passed insanely quick because of the modifiers that we have stacked. We have 40% from Defender of Empire, 10% from Imperator Romanorum mission, Imperial Entrance gives us 5%, and you have monuments like this one in Metz that can give you even more Imperial Authority modifier. Oh yeah, not to even speak about the advisors, you can get it from the advisors too. So this update, as I mentioned in the beginning, will be out on 8th of July. But if you don't want to wait that long, you can support Ante Bellum on Patreon. I will leave the link in the description, and you can get early access. Lotharingia is just one of the nations that is updated in Dispatch. You have a lot of content for Bohemia, Germany. I believe a bunch of nations in Italy are updated as well. So there's a lot of nations to choose from. But yeah, this is it, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to click the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. It would greatly help me, and you would be notified of future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on Patreon and on YouTube, to the Whale Biologist, Woeno and Lazar. Your support is really appreciated.